Hello and welcome to another episode of Video Store Memoirs. Back with us today are your favorite people. Yes, I'm talking about us in third person. It's okay. It's allowed. We're the
Kevin digs
hosts.
what you're doing here. Kevin approves.
Anyways, my name is Jana and with me is my favorite person in the world, Kevin, my co-host. And we are going to talk about a teenage favorite of ours. And I say teenage favorite not because it's a teenage movie, but because it came out when we were teenagers.
Good God. Good God Almighty.
Yeah. And it also introduced the world and us to the dynamic duo that is Ben Affleck and Matt Damon.
Absolutely.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We are taking a look today at 1997's Good Will Hunting. Kevin, why don't you enlighten the good people of the world about Good Will Hunting?
It would be my absolute pleasure. Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot tell you. Actually, I can. When people come up to me and ask me about what is your favorite movie of all time, I usually go, well, what genre are you talking about? I will officially say on this podcast, we will be talking about my favorite movie of all time. This touched me in such a way that I don't even know how to explain it. As my lovely partner has said, it was beautifully written by both Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, and stars them both, along with one of my all-time favorite actors, Robin Williams. Uh, Before I completely gush all over this thing and make people like, okay, dude, you want to calm down a little bit? Let's go to IMDb and see what they say about the movie. Will Hunting, a janitor at MIT, has a gift for mathematics, but needs help from a psychologist to find direction in his life.
Eh, it's rather oversimplified.
Very oversimplified. But yeah, this, as my partner has stated, this put these two on the map.
Oh
After
yeah,
this,
no, we didn't know who they were before this movie.
no, no. I mean, I think was Kevin Smith movies with Ben Affleck after this.
I think they were after.
Okay,
Yeah.
because after this, you could not turn a corner at the theater without seeing one, the other, or both at some movie in the multiplex. You know,
Oh
and
no, Mallrats was 1995.
so okay, it really was the one that okay, their breakout.
Yeah.
I still remember watching the Oscars to see what this movie would win, and first, of course, I screamed like a little girl when Robin Williams finally got his Oscar for Best Supporting Actor. And then both Matt and Ben won for Best Screenplay, Best Original Screenplay. And the interview that they had, when they talked to the press after they won the award, someone asked, are you upset, Matt, that you didn't win for Best Actor and only won for writing? And he looked them dead in the face and said, are you kidding me? My first time at the Oscars and I'm holding one of these things. you know?
Yeah. That's weird. Oddly enough, if you Google what was Matt Damon's first movie, Good Will Hunting comes up. But if you Google what was Ben Affleck's first movie, Good Will Hunting also comes up. But when I Googled Mallrats, it said 95 and Good Will Hunting was 97.
Yeah, and I know Mallrats. Wasn't Ben in that one? No, I'm thinking.
Yeah. No, he was in Mallrats. He was the skeezy boyfriend.
Oh yeah, yeah. Not much of a yeah. Skeezy boyfriend. Not even real name in the movie. You know.
Well, I think he had a name. That's just what I refer to him as.
But anyway, yeah. So your thoughts. I can talk for days. So I'm gonna let you go first.
Oh, you're so kind.
I'm a gentleman.
I will say, as I love Robin Williams, maybe not quite as much as you do, because you kind of gush all over that, but I've always been a Robin Williams fan. Since Mork and Mindy days, I love Robin Williams.
Amen, sister.
Um, but I love when he does dramatic roles when it's not comedy. I love when someone who's known as a comedy legend shows that they can do both and that they can do both well.
I mean, Dead Poet Society made everybody stop in their tracks, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, and this was right up there with that. The show, like, look, yeah, I still got it. And I mean, he had some funny moments in it, but it wasn't about him being funny.
No.
He was a great kind of role model, father figure in this movie. Um, yeah, I mean, again, teenage Jana found this movie, I think, profound. Just watching like what uh, seeing struggles that other people come from that weren't necessarily struggles that I went through, and how you can be smart without the education to go behind it, and how people deal with that. It's very
Yeah.
eye-opening for someone who didn't grow up in, that same kind of environment.
Yeah, totally understand what you're talking about. Yeah, and I agree with you 100% that, you know, that's one of the things that locked me in on this movie so much. Like you said, I gush over Robin Williams all the time, but when he does the dramatic roles and, you know, the man knows comedy like without even breathing, but when he makes you tear up with some of these scenes,
Hmm.
it's fantastic to watch in every aspect.
Yeah. And I love Minnie Driver too. I was a fan of hers before this movie, and when I saw she was in it too, I got really excited because it's like, oh, makes me want to see it even more. We were talking before we started filming today. As you know, we use IMDb as a reference for our movies and to quickly glance at the cast and stuff. And they have it broken up as top cast, the people that are supposedly the stars. And then sometimes you have to scroll down and click a link to say all cast and crew to view everybody.
Correct.
And for some unknown reason, Minnie Driver is not listed in the top cast page on IMDb.
I mean,
They've got the main stars.
travesty.
Yeah, they've got Robin Williams, Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, Stellan Skarsgård, or Daddy Skarsgård as I refer to him. Um, and then some of the other supporting characters, but then like randos like barbershop quartet members and random MIT students and girl on street are all listed. People without pictures to match their IMDb profiles are all listed under top cast, and you have to scroll down and click on um, all cast and crew and scroll down a little bit to even see many drivers named. And I'm sorry, Kevin, what did you say she won? What? What?
She was nominated for Best Supporting Actress in the movie,
Yeah.
and and you don't list her on the top cast members. Get the hell out of here.
She is the main female role. She is
Yeah, she's
Matt
the
Damon's love interest in this movie, and half the reason why he grows as a person. It's
yeah
between Robin Williams' character as Sean, the psychologist, and her as the love interest that help Will grow and to become a better person and realize what he wants in life. The movie
yeah.
ends with him driving off to California to be with her.
I mean, come on. He literally steals Robin Williams' line to let him know that, hey, sorry about the job, but I gotta go see about a girl.
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah,
And she's not even listed here. Again, travesty.
it is absolutely. IMDb do better.
Yep.
Um,
We're watching you. You need to
yeah.
update this and make this correction immediately.
But back to Daddy Skarsgård. So, for those of you that don't know, um, the MIT math professor that discovers Will's character as the janitor who's solving impossible equations on the board in the hallway is played by Stellan Skarsgård.
Yes.
You may know him as the man who helped to birth all of the glorious, beautiful little Skarsgård
Oh my
babies.
god. Okay, I think people may know him more for his acting acumen, not exactly how he helped bring, three gorgeous sons into the world, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, he's been in other movies too. I think he was in Hunt for Red October and a couple of other
I don't
things,
know, he's one
but
of the recurring main characters in the Thor movies. Like,
yeah.
but you're not even worried about that. Why am I even trying?
He birthed a generation of gods.
More vampires than gods, but anyway.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. But yes, so I just wanted to throw that out there. But he is somebody who wants to help Will hone his talent, hone his genius. And the IMDb direct little snippet said he was just talented, gifted for mathematics. Dude is not just gifted in mathematics. Dude is genius level for
He,
everything. He was
he
reading books in minutes.
he's a savant. Like he reads it, he knows it without
Yeah.
any real effort whatsoever.
Skylar, his girlfriend, Minnie Driver's character, was pre-med and she was stuck on an equation or something she had to learn, and he went and studied it for 2 minutes and came back and had it written out for her as like, here you go.
Like let's like I couldn't wait until later.
Right, because she said she couldn't go out until she got this solved, and so he went out, solved, and said, I want to see you now, let's go.
Right.
Like,
I was like,
dude is a genius.
yeah, it's I mean to the point that this man who his character uh won an award that's only given out every 4 years in a scene admits to him, I can't do this and you can, and it kills me.
Yeah,
Especially you're so brilliant, but I'm seeing you wasting away, and it's like floors me as like how effortlessly he does stuff. But
yeah,
the main core of this movie is the fact that he's a struggling soul, you know? Like
yeah.
as brilliant as he is, everything and anything that has possibly could have happened to him in his younger life has happened to him. And that's where Robin Williams' character comes in to try and help him work through that so he can move forward and be better, you know? Like he sees that he can do anything, but his anger and unwilling to trust anyone is, except for Ben Affleck's character and Casey Affleck, his boys.
Hmm.
Those are the
Yeah,
only
his
people
friends.
he trusts in this world because they've always had his back.
Yeah. That scene, I tell you, where the two of them are talking and he finally confronts him and like gets him, like he's got his file and he tells him like how none of the stuff in the file, it's just paper, it's just, it doesn't tell him who he really is or what he needs to know about him, and then just says to him over and over again that
It's
it's
not your
not his
fault.
fault until he like breaks down. So gut wrenching.
I still remember to this day watching that scene in the theater, and I was in tears because when he broke down, you it was you could see that reverberated through everything in him. To hear somebody actually let him know you didn't do this. This was done
Right.
to you.
And
Oh,
that's something he needed to hear to obviously to heal on a lot of the travesties he experienced growing up.
and I hate to say it, like I be nitpicky about this movie that I love, but I don't think that scene would have hit nearly as good if a few scenes before his best friend basically takes him behind the woodshed and says, he's like, all these guys think, oh, I deserve it, I owe it to myself. He's like, fuck them, you owe it to me. He's
Hmm.
like, what? Every day I come and pick you up and we have a laugh, we go to work together, we go get some beers and we relax, and every day for those few 15 seconds I get walk from the car to your door, I pray to God you're not here, that you just upped and left. So yeah, fuck what all these guys. You owe me to do something better. I'd kill for what you
Right.
got. I sat there like I wanted to applaud so hard because only a true friend says that shit.
Right. That's after he tells him, like, oh, in 20 years from now, I want to still be here and our kids play together. And he's like, you better not fucking still
You
be
better
here
not
20
fucking
years from
still be
now.
here.
We have no choice. This is what we have. You have the potential to be and do so much more. Use it. Like, it was the wake up call he needed. And
Yeah,
then to have his mentor
follow
tell
right
him that
up.
none of the shit that happened to him was his fault. Like, that was those two scenes that you're right. Those two scenes combined, were the breakthrough he needed.
Yeah, 100%. Because probably at that point, he knows this guy loves him like a brother. They've been through hell and back. For him to actually look him in the eye and say, "Dude, you are wasting this shit." It's like the when he embarrasses that guy in the bar and he just leans over to Minnie Driver. My boy's got wicked smarts, you know.
Yeah, wicked smarts. I love that.
Like these, couple kids who grew up together in Safi.
Hmm. Yeah, overall though, it's just, I mean, I can't say how great this movie is enough. Very well written for the two of them to write this together.
Yeah,
Um, like they deserved all the accolades that they got it. And then they did shit with it afterwards. Like they created projects for other young writers to be able to experience and live their dreams and,
what was the name of that
enable
program that they
people.
came up with? It was like the Greenlight company or industry, where they gave young writers a chance to, get their foot in
Yeah,
the door. I
I
think that
think
was the
so.
name of it.
Let's
Um,
see.
while you're looking up the name of it, I think to me also, like you said, with Robin Williams doing the dramatic part was great, but to me, one of the best moments in there, of course, was completely ad libbed. The scene where he's talking about his wife to him, and he's talking about, yeah, my wife, she farts in her sleep, and he's like, what?
Yeah.
And she's like, what? And it's like, yeah, she just sometimes she just lets it rip and wakes herself up, and Matt is just dying laughing, and he's like, honey, was that you? Yeah, yeah, it was me. I didn't have the heart to tell her. That
Yeah.
was totally apparently a ad lib scene because that really happened between Robin Williams and his wife at the time.
Yeah. That's hilarious. I love that scene. Project Greenlight. You were right.
Project
Project
Greenlight.
Greenlight. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they had a show about it where they helped the writers, young writers, come together.
Yeah, I think it was on HBO, or I think. But yeah, I could go on for days, weeks, months, whatever, with this movie because, like I said, it hit me in the feels and never let go. It is my number one movie of all time, and I am so happy that almost every single person involved in this movie got some kind of accolade from it. You know?
Yeah. One of the things I thought about as I was watching this that was just kind of one of those funny ha things for me was you mentioned Casey Affleck. He plays one of their friends, Morgan. I loved how pretty much they all treated him, the Morgan character, like the annoying little brother. And he was Ben's little
He was
brother.
Ben's
And
annoying little brother. Like, I
yeah.
once had a double burger. Like, shut up, here's your fucking sandwich.
Yeah. Yeah, they all like kind of ganged up on him and joked with him and picked on him like he was the annoying little brother, and he really was Ben Affleck's little brother. I was like thinking
Yeah,
about that. I was watching it going, "Oh, that's funny."
yeah, that was good stuff. Like,
But yeah, altogether, I think it should go without saying that this is a total five clamshell movie for me.
it's,
I'd give it more than five if we could.
yeah, absolutely. If we like unlimited clamshells for me, but I will go with five. It's a anyone who is anyone wants to watch a movie that makes you think and is so very entertaining. Please take 2 hours. Watch Good Will Hunting.
Hmm. And has heart.
Yeah,
Has
absolutely,
The whole
without
cast
question.
is amazing.
Yeah,
2 hours and 6 minutes to be exact. It is rated R, and that's mostly because of the language.
yeah, it's mainly language. There's a
They
couple.
swear a lot.
Yeah, they.
Get over it.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, hell, if you're listening to us, you can handle this movie.
Yeah, yeah. They're potty mouths, but it's okay. It's still a good movie. So anyways, yeah, that's our take on Good Will Hunting. We want to hear, as always, from you. What do you think about Good Will Hunting? Did you love it? I know that this is actually a very divided film. You either love it or you can't stand it. I honestly don't see the can't stand it side, or no, don't understand why people would not be able to. But I am smart enough and aware enough to know that that is how it is. It's divided. It's either you love it or you hate it. So
Correct.
tell us what you think. We want to hear from you. We are all over social media. We are on Facebook. We are on Instagram. We are on Twitter. We are on TikTok and YouTube. On Facebook and Instagram, we are at Video Store Memoirs. On Twitter, we are at Video Store Mem. And TikTok and YouTube, you just type in Video Store Memoirs and look us up. Give us a like, follow, tweet, retweet, heart, whatever little thing that social media platform says to do to interact with us, and we will interact with you.
Thank you, one and all, for always checking in with us. We've got so much more coming your way without delay. Hey, I rhymed.
Yay! All right. Well, until next time, I've been Jana.
I've been Kevin.
Thanks for listening. Bye.
Enjoy the movie. You will enjoy the movie.